Okay, so when you meet a girl on dating app, she fucking knows what about you? 5 pictures, 6 pictures,
Yeah.
and some prompts, right? On Hinge, for example, I'm using Hinge these days to test it out, how it performs, because I'm shadow banned on Tinder and like Bumble, so I cannot
Shadow
use them.
ban. What happened?
Yeah, long story short, but like I did some nasty shit, man. So they don't want me there. I tried different variations, I tried getting a new phone, new number, but they just know it's me. I fucking ban him, so I barely get any matches. So I've been getting some success on Hinge. I'm just using it as a different method. So just to be clear, no matter how much effort I put in, I'm still not getting the quality of girls that I get from social circle, like the same way from dating apps. But like still, if you're a guy who's like, well, I really don't want, to deal with the girls who are super attractive. I just want like a nice girl, someone who's like average attractive, right? And I just want to rack up the numbers. Or if a girl like or if a guy who's like less experienced in dating or less sexually experienced, right? I think dating apps is a better way to get more experience, maybe not the best way to find a wife or a girlfriend, depending on like you might still meet girls like who are very high quality because like the trend is going towards online dating, right? You just have to fix your profile and then you will start getting matches from there. Okay, so why is this helpful if you fix your Instagram? So there's 2 ways you can meet these girls, right? If you have a very killer profile, you can still, I've met girls through WhatsApp, and then like they came to my place directly. That can also happen. Totally okay, right? But like in some cases where you feel like, well, it can help me if I, transfer them to my Instagram. Because that can help you way more, right? Because like on profile itself, she knows you're texting. Okay, you seem like a cool guy, right? But like she doesn't know anything about you. She doesn't know if she should trust you or not, right? But if you tell her, hey, interact with me on Instagram, there she can experience like you much more, right? A girl that I was dating recently, she's telling me everything about myself. I'm like, she's like a motherfucker, like investigator. She knows every picture,
Yeah.
right? Like I asked a girl, okay, what you notice about my profile, right? Like she's zooming in on like number plates or license plates of the cars that I have in my pictures. Like, is it from Munich? Do someone I know like this picture? So they do like their investigation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the more they invest, the more they start liking you. Because like you don't want to invest your energy into someone that you don't like, right? So that's the good part of it, right? If you have like profile well set up, you have like some highlights there, some profiles there, you do some nice things. Girls are going to look at that, right? So that's why it's important. Your Instagram is high status. Go to the very first video on this channel, episode 1, Fixing our Instagram. We talk about at length on how these things can benefit you, right? So she's going to investigate, see what you are around, like who you like, right? So that's why having a social network or just like having a cool ass Instagram can be very helpful
Yeah.
to reduce the flakes. I cannot recall when was the last time I was supposed to meet up with a girl through in like we were talking on Instagram and she flaked on me or like just ghosted me. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like either she was going to say, well, something came up, let's reschedule. But like straight up, cannot meet. That never happens. But like on WhatsApp, that happened a couple times. Like girl was like very like interested in meeting up, but like
Yeah.
on WhatsApp, she's like okay, she's like coming up with so many objections, and she needs more information about you
Yes.
to deal with that. So it's safe for her to reject you. But if you convert her to Instagram and chat there, then you have much leverage there because like she doesn't have that, right? So that's what I would
so
say.
when I think back to the cold approach days where I was very much into pickup, everyone was saying you should never close a girl on Instagram or some other social media platforms because during that time, like 5-6 years ago, those platforms were already very, very big, but they weren't used heavily like they're used right now, especially for social circle game. And I always close girls on my WhatsApp because there you can convey more personality. Of course, you chat with them, yada, yada, yada. But nowadays, And especially if you have a killer Instagram, I would highly recommend as well to close girls on your Instagram. But the prerequisite for that is, of course, that your Instagram should be high value, that you hit all the attraction triggers that we were talking about, and that you convey your personality, right? So that you have good looking pictures. And of course, it's not about the pictures that you necessarily have, but it's simultaneously about the pictures that you already have. So every picture that you have can ultimately hurt you as well. So avoid posting those bathroom selfies or some weird ass looking pictures with your guy friends where you're just like drinking beer and the environment doesn't look very good. I'm not saying you shouldn't have pictures with your guy friends, but at least the environment, the setting, the overall picture, the vibe of that picture, it should convey some kind of personality. So that is very important. And nowadays, I do that too when I close girls, for example, either be it cold approach or some social gatherings, events. I always use Instagram first. And when I'm then getting more in touch with the girl, when I'm more intimate with her, where she already knows my personality, and when I'm like more pre-qualified in her view, then I transition to WhatsApp too, because it's way easier to arrange meetings through WhatsApp, have phone calls, and whatever.